What's going on, guys? You're here with another epic video. In this video today, guys, we're going through and breaking down my Lightsworn Shaddoll profile, or as I like to call it, Shaddollsworn. That's the kind of a nickname that I've given it. So we'll go through, guys. Let me know if you guys would like to see another version of this, like maybe put some of the chaos cards and things like that. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Or if anything else that maybe I don't do in this video, or I typically don't do in my deck profile videos, that maybe you guys would like to see me start doing, or talk about more about the deck in these deck profile videos. Comment that down below, guys, and I'll take your feedback and we'll implement in the videos I do going forward. But if you guys are new, definitely consider liking, following, and subscribing to the channel, guys. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Currently, it's still showing, I think, in the analytics. I'll pull it up, do a screenshot here, but I think the last time that I looked, it was roughly around 60% of our viewers are not subscribed, so please consider subscribing to the channel, guys. I'll also do an update on the grand prize giveaway once we get 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000 subs, guys, I'll be giving away 3 sealed booster boxes, and the grand prize winner will win all the cards that I've been pulling out to the side of my unboxing video, which is over $500 worth of cards. I'll go through some of them in another video so you guys can kind of check them out for you guys that are newer. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive in. Let's go and get the party going. Alright, so I use Judgment Dragon, guys. I know some people don't use Judgment Dragon, or maybe they just run the one Judgment Dragon in this deck. I still love him. If you're not familiar with Judgment Dragon, guys, well, basically what he does, he can't be special summon unless you have at least four or more different Lightsworn monsters with different names in your graveyard. Then you can special summon him on your side of the field, and then you can use effect, if you want to pay 1,000 and destroy everything on the board but himself. So it's very easy just to swarm the board, blow everything up, and then special summon if you have the other one in your hand, play it, and bam, that's hit them directly. That's 6,000, and a lot of chances that could be game. So I still love playing him. He's a very OP card. So yeah, he's definitely very fun. I love Judgment Dragon. So I'm using 2 of him, guys. I'm using 3 wolves. If you're not familiar with Wolf, when he's sent to the from the deck to the graveyard, guys, he special summons to your side of the field. It's not once per turn, so if you hit like 3 of them back to back, which I've done in some of my live streams before, it's rare. I've only had that happen, I think, twice in a live stream where I've hit all 3 of them at once. Definitely, so it definitely can happen. I do use 3 Raiden. Raiden's really good. He has an effect to, he can mill 2 cards, and if it's a Lightsworn, he gains 200 additional attack points as well. Plus, he's a tuner, guys, so he can help you go into some of our synchros that we'll get into in the extra deck here in a little bit. I use 3 Lumina to bring, you can discard a card, and basically you can bring back basically another Lightsworn that you have in the graveyard. I use 1 Lila to destroy spells and traps, Garoth to kind of help speed things up, plus he's a different Lightsworn, Aaron to toss monsters that are, flip effect monsters face down back into the deck, so that'll help thin things out. That Minerva, if we have enough, we can add Judgment directly to our hand, plus when she's sent from the deck to the graveyard, we get to send an additional card, and a lot of the times I'll hit like a Wolf, or like the last Lightsworn I need, or I'll hit a Shaddoll and I'll trigger a Shaddoll effect. Things like that. Alright, that's it for our Lightsworn package, guys. I do run 2 Destiny Hero Militias, so we can bring him out just kind of as an extender, maybe to go into a link, or to synchro with as well, things like that. I do use 1 Chaos Valkyrie for just to kind of special summon, and it uses an extender essentially for our Exceeds, Links, pretty much anything you're wanting to go with her, you can use her for synchro. She's pretty much can do it all. Photon Thrasher to special summon, yet again, same reason. Seeger, I use basically a Seeker basically to recycle Judgment essentially to my hand for that, guys. So next would be the more of our Shaddoll package. So I use 1 Falcon. Falcon's really good about bringing them back. Plus, if he's destroyed, like if we wipe him out with Judgment, or if we blow up the board, or if our opponent blows up our board or something, we can bring him back. Plus, if he's flip face up, I can bring back one of my Shaddolls in the graveyard, like one of our fusions that we brought out, like Construct or Wenda, something like that, or Beast or what, whichever one that you need to bring back particularly. I use 1 Hedgehog, guys. One Squadamatoa. I use 2 Dragons because we want to get rid of back row stuff, right? They're spell and traps. So I run 2 Dragons. Plus he's level 4, so he helps with our Exceed plays as well too. And then I also run 2 Beast to kind of help thin out the deck, basically to speed things up for us to draw. Of course, I run the natural. We'll go into the spells now, guys. So I use naturally just the 3 Shaddoll fusions. Really good. As you can tell, this is a hardcore going second deck. As you guys know, I love playing going second decks. Not that I can't play or make going first decks, but if I usually build a deck, I'm usually focus on more of going second, how to play the deck, and make it a good balance enough where it can go first as well. We use 3 Solar Recharge, guys, so you can kind of speed up the deck, discard 1 Lightsworn monster. We can draw 2 cards, and then we send the top 2 cards of our deck to the graveyard. And then I run 3 charge of the Light Brigade. This one lets you send the top 3 cards off your deck to the graveyard, and then add 1 of your 4 lower Lightsworns from your deck to the hand. It's not once per turn, so you can spam these really quick and really help thin out the deck, guys. Just those alone thin out a good portion of the deck. Not killing, especially if you drew a Shaddoll fusion, that helps you thin out the deck even more. So this deck thins itself very, very fast. Just going through and get just maybe like 1 of the spells. If you have like 2 of the spells, that's insane. Reinforcement, just kind of as a just to pull stuff to your hand. Basically, probably like Raiden is usually what you're going to pull, or the Photon as an extender to maybe to Exceed or Synchro, things like that. Monster Born, Extender, Foolish, Extender. So we can kind of get some disruption going. Galaxy Cyclone. Now these would be 2 of the cards you could side in if you guys want to run something else, maybe like Duster, maybe you want to chance it and run Duster. But at least if these hit the graveyard, I can at least still destroy something. If they get sent to the graveyard by a Lightsworn. So if you do want to run like Harpy's Feather Duster, or like maybe Raigeki, or you want to swap them out for 2 other spell cards, that's fine if that's something you want to do. Or swap it out just for something else, that's fine. I like running Upstart just to kind of help give you the extra card and to thin things out a little faster too. Reasoning to help mix things up. We have a lot of different levels in the deck. Most common one is probably still 4, but there's so many different stuff, they could guess 4, maybe get lucky and get it right, but other than that, there's so many different stuff we could still special summon that are many different levels in the deck. And then the last part of the deck, guys, we have the Schisms for our traps. So we got Schisms. I'm running trap cards in here, guys. I'm running Titan Decider, and I have Imperial Order too. I'll put a screenshot up here, guys. I couldn't find my Imperial Order. I was kind of... I just wanted to put the video up yesterday, but I was trying to find the Imperial Order, so I'm like, I'll just go and put the video up today and do a screenshot since I can't find my Imperial Order. But that's it for the deck, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. We'll kind of go into the extra deck next. If you guys would like to see a replay of me using the deck, let me know. We had a really good tag duel the other day, and it really showed off how good the deck is. In one turn, I basically literally went through the entire deck, and we went full combo. So if you guys would like to see me upload that and maybe break down how the deck works, or maybe do some test stands with the deck, let me know down below in the comments. But I definitely appreciate your guys' love and support, and make sure you guys like the video. Would greatly appreciate it. With us being a smaller channel, it really does help out. So we use 2 Construct, guys. She's really good. If you're not familiar with Construct, what Construct does is basically once she's fusion summoned, you can send 1 Shaddoll card from your deck. Usually I send one of the ones that I want to trigger their effect. So we can either add something to our hand, destroy one of their spell and traps, or draw a card, or send one, really depending on what you're essentially wanting to do. And then basically once she attacks, or if she is attacked during the damage, if it's a special summon monster, the monster is destroyed. So she helps her destroy a lot of cards that are stronger than her, if needed, or maybe can only be destroyed by a card effect or something kind of weird. She can get rid of a lot of good stuff like that. So we run just the standard 2 of her. 3's too many, 1's not enough. I run 2 Winda, guys. I wouldn't cut it 2-1. I like running the 2 because a lot of the times they'll combo through your first one. Like I'll sometimes end on Winda, and they'll take Winda out, and then what basically I'll do is I'll use Schisms, and then we'll use Schisms to basically go play the other Winda, essentially, and get rid of one of their dark monsters, thanks to Schism's effect if they have a dark monster on the field. So I run 2 Winda, just the standard 1 Al Capone, so we can add like, Shaddoll Fusion to our hand or something like that. So basically we can add something like just one of our spell cards, or maybe a monster, depending on really what you have in your hand, depending on what you're wanting to add. We wanted the 1 Minerva, guys. 2, I feel like it's too many 1s just right. She's also, she's a different Lightsworn as well too, so it helps get you more to the 4 as far as the for Judgment, if you're trying to go for Judgment. And the deck's not built so you have to play Judgment, guys. Judgment's more of a backup, or just an extra card as extender to go for game, or a distraction play, right? Maybe maybe they've negated all your other stuff, and then you go Judgment, blow up the board, and you hit them with 3K, right? Or maybe it's the last part you need to attack. So Judgment's not the main thing, but Judgment is a good distraction, whether they're distracted, they're afraid you're going to play them, or they've already broken everything else you've done, and you go Judgment to break the board and get the party going. But she's really good though. You can detach one card and then set the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, and then draw cards equal to the number of Lightsworn cards sent to the graveyard by this effect. So she's really good. Plus, when she's destroyed, you can send cards to the graveyard as well, and then destroy equal to the number of Lightsworn cards sent by the effect. Destroy that many. Basically, you can usually get rid of their monsters and stuff like that. That's what I do. I like using Evil Swarm Extinction to kind of blow up the board. This basically is a blow up the board deck. I like playing a lot of blow up the board decks. So it's good against back row and monsters and stuff like that. So he's really good for that. Then Hope as well. A lot of the times you'll have 2 8s. Maybe it's for a Judgment Dragon that's on the field, or like a Chaos Rule or something like that, and you want to go into Hope, as a backup play. So that works too. Or Zeus. I have Zeus in here as well, guys. Remember, you always want something to kind of wipe out the board to make sure they don't have something you can't get over. So Zeus is perfect for that. Zeus is very cheap. I think he's still around 15 bucks. I would consider picking one up, guys. If you haven't managed to pull one out of the Megatons, definitely consider picking one up if you can afford it. You just need the one. But most decks, these days you need to be running at least one Zeus, depending on the deck. You may not need him, but most decks you could probably need him. We'll go into the Synchros next, which we use 1 Michael. You can pay 1,000 life points and remove from play any card on the field. Very good. Black Rose, yet again, this deck's meant to blow up the board. 2 Chaos Rulers. You guys can run one if you want to, but I always have an issue with them negating the effect, and a lot of the time, second turn, my following turn, I can play another one, and then the effect goes through, so that's why I run the 2. A lot of times they'll stop the first one and negate its effect with Ash or something, so when I go for the second one, the following turn, we're good to go, because they've already used all their negates, and we can continue to combo and extend, and that's essentially game. I do run the 1 Anaconda, so we can basically we can fusion, help fusion with the deck as well, and then we run the 1 Hip. If you guys aren't familiar with Hip, Hip's very good for the deck. What I love doing is going into Hip, playing Judgment, using Judgment to blow up the board. Hip's effect will activate because he's destroyed, and I basically will pull the other Judgment from graveyard, special summon the other Judgment, hit him with 6K, and usually that's game. So that's basically how the deck works in a nutshell, guys, to kind of give you an idea. But if you'd like to see any test hands or any other videos, or me to post just a video of the tag duel we did that went really well, showing off the deck and how it works, how I can just kind of combo through the entire deck in one turn and go for game if needed. But that'll do it for this video, guys. If you guys made it to the end of the video, like always, I appreciate your love and support. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow the channel if you guys are new. But that'll do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.